don't allow competition to sneak in when it comes to you and your friends, you and your family. You're not in competition with anybody, and neither are they. Be your authentic self, who you were created to be, and trust that what you have in you to give to somebody else, that's good enough. You're not in competition because what we do for each other, nobody else can do.
Yes, exactly. And we're individuals.
And yes.
All my friends are individuals, just like all your friends are individuals, right? Like, all of my friends pray. But it's different when I call you and say, hey, pray for me.
Yeah.
You need someone who's going to be able to tell you your truth.
Yes.
You know, whether you like it or not.
And we've experienced that. You've said, I don't like that this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to support you, friend, through it all.
Yes.
Hey.
Welcome to Skittles&Clink podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in this week with us for episode 8, The Joys of Friendship and Sisterhood. Aww. That's cute. I like that.
Me too.
How are you, friend?
I'm good.
You look pretty.
Thank you.
You look really pretty. I love your hair.
Yes. We got rid of Shaka. So I'm Clink.
And I'm Skittles. Yes, I'm Skittles. As you're Clink.
And I'm Clink.
Yes, and welcome to the Skittles&Clink podcast. Yes. I don't know why I'm still looking at this board even all the way after 8 episodes.
Like we don't know who we are.
Exactly.
Well, we know.
We know. Why do I do that?
I don't know.
Me either.
Because I don't know.
I don't know either. But anyways.
I'm excited about today's episode.
Me too. And I want to stop and say you look so pretty. I'm loving your hair.
Thank you.
I love your hair. Last week we talked about that Shaka wig.
Yeah. I was a little concerned about Shaka.
Girl.
But I felt like, I was feeling it and then I was over it. Don't do me. Don't do me.
I'm so happy we got rid of that Shaka
We
wig.
might bring Shaka back. I'm just saying.
You know what, though? You can rock anything because you're just that beautiful.
Aww.
But I definitely want to say I love your hair. You look so beautiful this evening.
Thank you.
On this Thursday episode at 6 p.m. Y'all be sure to tune in now. Make sure you go over to our TikTok.
Yes.
And subscribe, follow. You guys have been doing really good. We're up to like 70-something now, 70-something followers on TikTok. We are really trying. That's great compared to where we were.
Yeah, that's super good.
Yes, you guys were really trying to get to 100 on TikTok. Of course, we want more. So if you guys have a big following and you can put us in your following, so now we can get a following, we are all for that. And tell your friends to watch us.
Yeah.
You know, view us. Maybe they'll learn something.
Yeah.
Or they can come on this journey with us.
Always.
Yes. Thank y'all for tuning into last week's episode, too.
Yes.
Last week on
Mary and Martha.
Girl, that was...
Where we learned that you were 100% Martha.
Yes.
But I think we also learned that we need the balance of Mary and Martha. Like, we need to be both.
Yeah.
We need to have a little bit of both.
You know what I wanted to tell you? I meant to, call you one day and tell you that a couple of people, friends of mine, they were like, we've never looked at the story of Mary and Martha.
Yes.
And so it made them too, go and look it up. And I was like, listen, don't take what I got from it, right? Read it.
What did you get?
Yes, and tell us what you got from it. I definitely went back and watched the episode. And I listened to what you had to say about, it really resonated with me when you said you sit at Jesus' feet.
Yeah.
Wait for him to tell you what to do. And then as Martha, you put it into action.
Yes.
But so many of us are living this life backwards. We're just doing. And so when you said that, I was like, I found myself this week doing a lot more God, is it your will for me?
Aww.
Is that what I'm supposed to do? So I meant to call and tell you this, but that Mary and Martha episode,
it was good.
It was good. And I found so many other women were like, let me read it, or I want to understand it too, or let me see what I get from it.
Right.
And even one of the viewers in the comment
Yeah.
in the
Can relate.
YouTube
Uh-huh.
talked about her and her sister.
Her and her sister.
And it
Yeah.
was so beautiful. And I just
Yeah.
kept reading that and reading that.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's definitely some sisters, Mary and Martha's.
Yeah.
My Mississippi want to come out. And I'm like, Martha.
Martha.
No, Martha's out here.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just
Right.
us, you know? And so I'm glad that you challenged us to do that episode.
Excuse me. You know, and reading those testimonials or comments that were coming through on YouTube, the one viewer said, me and my sister, I had kids, she didn't have kids.
Yes.
So it was almost like I had these responsibilities, but she didn't have those same responsibilities.
Yes.
So she was able to just worship all day, all night, because she didn't have those responsibilities.
I read that, yeah.
And so I think it's really important to just figure out a way that works for you.
Yeah.
You know?
In your situation.
Because we all have responsibilities, right? Maybe some more than others.
Yeah. They
but
may
you
not
gotta
look
be
the same.
Right, but you got to be able to find time. And I think that was what I took away from that comment, right? We even with our responsibilities, we got to work to find time.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I loved it.
I did too.
I thought it was good.
You guys, tell us what you think. Jump into the comments and tell us about what you think about that episode.
Yes.
So I will say, forgive us for our tablets.
Yeah.
This isn't on purpose. We actually enjoy our cue cards more.
We do.
But it was a busy week.
Yeah.
Life was lifing. And so
we didn't jot them down.
We didn't jot down.
Say it like it is.
Our notes. We didn't jot down our notes. So we're reading or going notes. Our notes. We're using our notes to get us through this episode. Yeah. So if you're wondering why they holding those computers, because we don't like it, but
we'd rather have cue
cards. Yeah, because this looks official and we're not very.
Listen.
Okay, sorry.
I'm official.
Okay, I'm official too, but you know what I mean.
This hair is official.
Girl, stop. But you do look cute. You look cute.
Thank you.
Okay, so anywho, let's get into this episode, you guys. The joys and friendship and sisterhood, which we definitely can relate to.
And we can. We can. I think we'll kick it off with a viewer's email.
Oh yeah, that was
that we received, and it goes perfect with this actual episode. And ever since we got this email, I've kind of been thinking about it.
Yeah,
and
you have.
Because I'm like,
he's like, well, she keeps saying we've never answered this viewer's email. We've never. When we gonna answer this viewer's email? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, we gonna get to it.
Because it's important, and I think. This is the perfect episode for it because we're going to talk today about how we were able to sustain our friendship for 31 years.
Yeah.
And so this question, and I'll just jump right into it. It says, I have two questions I want you and LaJava or you and Clink to talk about. So Skittles and Clink to talk about. As for being friends, what effect did it have on the rest of your friends?
Yeah.
And what effect it had on spending time with your kids, that it has on spending time with your kids. And I thought that was it was a really good question, right?
Sure.
Because I think outside of us, outside of us, we have other friends.
We do.
Who are a part of our village, who are our friends, and we do things with them.
Why you laughing?
I'm laughing because
why you laughing.
I'm laughing because today, I FaceTimed you. We hadn't talked all day, and I FaceTimed you. And you were sitting at our restaurant with somebody else.
She did, you guys. It was so funny because I was inside the restaurant with some more friends, and they're very special friends to me.
Yeah.
And it's actually one of their birthdays that are coming up. And I know her, not as long as I've known you, but I know her characteristics.
Yeah.
And I felt like this would be the perfect restaurant to take her to, right? And so when we were in the restaurant, we were done eating, we were walking through the restaurant, and I told her, this is me and Clink's favorite restaurant.
Yeah, it's where we
Cracker
go.
Barrel. We love you guys.
Yeah, it's where we
it's
go.
where we go to sit, and I like fish.
Uh-huh.
I love fish, so I can get fried fish and grits.
Yeah.
And we have conversation there. And then afterwards, a lot of times people are like, "Where did you get that from? Where did you get that from?
Yeah.
Where do you shop at? Cracker Barrel."
We go to the little shop
And I find dresses or
over
clothes.
in that little clearance section.
Yes, I'm always in the. I love that
Yes.
you said that. I'm in the back in the clearance, section, looking for stuff that nobody wants, and
Yeah.
it just sits back there. And I'm like, I'll dress it up and make it work,
Yeah.
you know. And so she calls
Yes.
Clink, and she's like, and I purposely flipped the phone down. I didn't want her to see like the back because I'm like, she gonna get me.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
this
sitting,
our
but you
place.
sitting up there in a rocking chair.
Yes. And she saw my body rocking, right? And she was like, "You didn't went to Cracker Barrel without me? That is our spot. Who is you with?" And I couldn't say who I was with because I didn't want her to feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
She wouldn't.
Right.
She wouldn't. But
Right.
it was just so funny to me because we do have other friends outside of each other.
And we do.
And we're not jealous.
No, we're not.
We are not jealous
We're
of
not.
each other friendships. We've been friends so long, we understand that different people give you different things.
Right.
And it doesn't take away from what we
have. Yeah.
But different friends are able to offer you different things.
Yeah.
And I know this may sound transactional. That's not how I mean it, but the relationships, you know, and also different seasons of life, you could really need that friendship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think me and you are more so of like what I would consider a sisterhood.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely.
and so when it comes to, I didn't grow up in the house with sisters. I have sisters, but I didn't grow up in the house with them. And I always wanted a sister.
Right.
And so to me, you have been like one of those friends that I consider to be a sister.
Aw.
Because.
Same friend.
Yeah, because like we've known each other since we were 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and so we didn't live in the house together, but we did everything together, you know.
Yeah.
From the time we were kids and then different stages of life.
Right.
But to answer that question, what I would say is those of you who have sisters, you have sisters and you still have friends.
And you still have friends.
And your friends that are your friends respect the relationship that you have with your sister. And a lot of times you blend those relationships.
You do. Yeah.
And so for me and you, we have other friends, but we've been friends so long that it's like a sisterhood that my friends know you.
Yeah.
My friends accept you. My friends.
Because your Ashley is my Ashley.
Yes. Well, well. Now I'm going to do you well. She knows you.
Yes.
She would always be there for you.
Absolutely. 100%.
But you know what I'm saying.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, well. But
you
it's
know,
not just her.
And
you know?
but I think also that we respect the fact that there are other people, you know, in our lives.
Yes.
And those friends become like our friends, right?
Yes.
And they know about like all my other friends know that Skittles is my BFF.
Yeah.
And all your friends know that
Clink is my BFF,
right?
My sister.
Yeah. So I think it works. We're not in. Okay, this is what I want to say. We're not in competition with anybody else. And I think that's important, right?
Exactly.
Because when you become in competition with other friends, and I think we talked about this.
Yes.
That movie Bridesmaids.
Yes.
We talked about it, right?
Yes.
When she was like, I don't know if you guys seen the movie, like chime in, tell us. If you guys seen the movie,
that
then
was
put it in
a good example. Yeah.
Like we talked about Bridesmaids and how she was like, when this lady came along and she's paying for the bridal shower, she's taking her to Paris. And the old girl feeling some kind of way because she's like, she really can't afford to do the things, right? But you're not in competition with them because what we provide for each other has nothing to do with what anybody else
can provide,
can bring to the table.
True.
So we understand that I'm not in competition with anybody else. You're not in competition because what we do for each other, nobody else can do.
Yes, exactly. And we're individuals.
And
you guys, all my friends are individuals, just like all your friends are individuals, right? So I know for me, like, all of my friends pray, but it's different when I call you and say, hey, pray for me.
Yeah.
You know, and your prayer is different from when I call Latricia and say, hey, pray for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or when I call Roberta and say, hey, pray for me. Like it's different. We're all different individuals and we all offer something different. To answer that question for our viewer.
But when we all get together,
we all come together as
have
family.
A good time.
Yes. And we all are individuals.
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful thing. I would encourage anybody to build your friendships.
Yeah.
You know, and understand that they're individuals. And I feel like, too, if you have friends that are in competition with each other, maybe something else is going on with those friends.
It might be time to reevaluate.
Yeah, because I don't feel like that's what friendship should be about.
No.
I don't feel that way. And then the viewer asked about the kids.
Yeah, the kids.
Yes.
So one of the things that we'll do a Saturday morning breakfast.
That's me and her time.
Like we talk, right, often through the week.
Yes.
But when we get together, it's more like, okay, we know Saturday morning breakfast.
Is our breakfast.
Early in the morning, so we have the rest of the day.
For our
families, right? Yeah. And so we respect that, the boundaries, like, you know.
Yeah, and it's never come in between our families or our children, because we also understand that our families is our first priority.
Yeah.
And we respect that as well, you know. So, which brings us into our questions.
Yes.
So one of our questions is, how do friendships handle boundaries and respect? And what does that look like? I'll let you answer that first.
So friendships and boundaries, I think we understand that life happens for each of us. Well, for me, I understand that life happens for me and life happens for you. So I don't feel a way when you can't come on a Saturday morning, or I haven't like felt a way because we might have missed a couple of Saturdays.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned about our friendship is that we pick up where we left off.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long we've been.
We go without talking.
Yeah. Like even thinking about when we lived out of state.
Yeah.
You moved one time.
Yeah.
Then we came back to Arizona.
So to tell you guys, one time I lived in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And you lived in Stockton.
Uh-huh.
And life was happening for both of us.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk weekly.
No.
Sometimes we didn't talk every 2 weeks.
It
would be long periods of no talking. But when we would pick up,
it was like we never
stopped talking. Yeah.
Right. I love that.
Me too.
Because I think that's really what true friendship is.
Yeah.
Right? If you get in your feelings because y'all can't talk every day, something's wrong.
Yeah. I think something's wrong. This is my opinion.
Yeah, I think something's wrong too.
I think so too. And I think, I feel as much as like I love my friends, I respect that they all have lives. And we may be in different stages and phases of our lives.
Right.
And friendship to me, with the group of women that I'm friends with, I could count on one hand. My near dear friends, right? Yeah. And so those friendships are more like sisterhoods.
Yeah.
So I understand that one sister may be going through this. One sister may be going through that. One sister may be dealing with this. It's not to say we're not there for each other, but maybe we don't have the time to talk like we used to.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're not able to pick up the phone and talk every day or every other day, or maybe it's once a month. But when we pick up the phone with these people that I'm thinking of in my head that are my friends, we all pick up where we left off.
And you value the time that you're able to spend.
Yes.
Right? So because you know that we have families, because we know that we have other priorities.
Yes.
When we do get together and spend that time, we value that time.
Yes.
We don't take it for granted.
Right. And I look forward to the time that I spend with each of them.
Yes.
And also what each of them offer, me. And when it comes to boundaries and respect, I think one thing that has worked for you and I know, is the respect that we have for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So even in our personal lives, there have been times that we've been in different stages or
Mm-hmm.
phases of our lives.
Yeah, different seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, true friendships, you know your friends.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes even meaning like you know what you can say to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you should say certain
Yeah.
things and when you should not.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you've gone too far.
Yeah.
You know, and so respect has been like I would say the forefront of our relationship.
Yes.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that we may not always agree,
Right.
but we definitely respect each other's opinions.
And we respect each other enough that if if you say something, or maybe I say something, or you do something, or I do something that we don't like,
Yeah.
right? Like, and I don't think we respect each other enough to be able to communicate it,
Yes.
and not get offended.
Yes.
That's big.
Yes.
Because in my experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's you try to tell somebody, hey, you know what? I really don't like the way you did that,
Mm-hmm.
or hey, when you said this, you hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I know you didn't intend to do it.
Right.
But I'm setting boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm letting you know when
Healthy
you say
boundaries.
healthy boundaries. Then when you said that really hurt my feelings.
Yes.
Right. We can take that information and obviously state, hey, I never meant to do that, to hurt your feelings. That wasn't my intentions. But I love you enough, and I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Instead of just jumping defensive. Well, I didn't mean to say it like that. Well, if that's the way you took it, because how many times have we heard that? And then you get thrown off guard, and then what? A wall comes up.
Yeah.
Right?
Or the friendship ends.
Or the friendship, it's just not the same.
It's not the same.
Because you didn't deal with the whole thing.
Yeah.
You just kind of kept it surface level when you addressed it, and then it came back with the spirit of offense.
Yeah.
And then now you carrying that like, okay, now I'm not going to say nothing else to her.
Yeah.
Because I see how she responds.
Yeah.
But that has never been us.
No.
When we come to each other and say, hey, I felt away.
Yeah.
We stop, we listen to each other. And that's important right there.
Yeah.
That we listen to each other and we hear each other out.
Yes.
I may not agree.
Yeah.
Right? All the time, but I'm going to respect the fact that it's your feelings.
Yes. Yeah. And you always have, I always have, and I'll say this in moments of our truth where we have to address that.
Yeah, because there's been moments.
Yes. And sometimes we might have to be like, okay, we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah, yes. I don't want to talk about it today.
And then
I'm going to call you back.
I'll call you back.
Yeah.
And we'll, go back the next day. And then,
or a couple days later.
Or a couple days
I'm texting
later.
like, wait a minute, what is going on? You better call me. I'm about to pull up.
And then we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
And so, but I agree. It's like not a defensiveness.
Yeah.
It's more like, I love you. You love me.
Yes.
You know I got your back.
Yeah.
I know you got my back. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
It's a certain kind of vulnerableness that we have with each other.
Definitely.
And so it allows us to see what the issue is without being defensive. Yeah.
And I think that's the good part about
Yeah.
it. Like, we're not defensive towards each other.
Yeah.
I also was thinking about like how different we are.
Yeah.
So,
we are.
Yeah, right?
We are.
Okay, so I always say we should do that TikTok, talk to me, I talk back, because I'm the friend that, I may not be so outspoken, but you definitely are going to jump in and say, talk to me, because I talk back.
Because I'm the outspoken friend. That's what she's trying to tell you.
Yes, you definitely are. But like, even in those moments where you're like, you should have said something.
Yeah.
Or you should have, dealt with that.
Yeah.
It's never like that's the final.
Right.
You still respect me for who I am and my position in it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not going to say nothing, that's okay. We're going to roll with that.
Yeah.
Right? Or you do it your way, and we just gonna roll with
Yeah.
that. But
as long as you're okay with that, then fine. It may not be the way I would handle things, but as long as you're okay with it and you're good, then I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think understanding that we're two different people, and then I respect you for who you are. You respect me for who I am.
Yes.
But we learn from each other, because there are some times where I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna just say something.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's let's do it.
Yeah.
So I take on that.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yes.
But then there's some times where you like, you know what? Clink, you right. I'm glad I called you to talk, to talk
this.
me
through this.
Because you was ready to,
I'd be ready to jump off the cliff.
You ready. And I'm like, well, let's consider it this way,
And I will say this too. It's not just we're not just talking about our friendship, but when we're talking about the sisterhood and the joys of our friendship, we're talking about every aspect of our lives. There are times when, we go to work, we deal with jobs, we deal with people, and there are times when we have issues in our personal lives or at our jobs, and I'll come home and be like, I'm calling my friend, or I'm driving home and I'm like, do you know this happened today? And I'm popping like a firecracker.
Right.
She's like, hold on. Right. Consider this. And so I feel like that speaks to who you are. I value you for that, because you're the friend who is going to help me to maybe see it another way.
Yeah.
Help me to calm down, but you're also going to listen to me.
Right.
You're going to hear me out.
Right.
And then you'll bring to it what I did not see.
Yeah.
Or you'll bring it back into perspective of, is it you?
Yeah.
And you will say that to me.
Yeah.
You'll be like, well, Skittles, maybe it was you. Or what was you? And so I love that, because I will say this, you guys. You got to have a friend that you can be vulnerable with. It's 3 things that matter. You need a friend that's going to hold you accountable.
Right.
Someone you will listen to, and someone that will listen to you.
Yes.
And someone that you can trust.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a 4th.
You definitely got to be able to trust
the person.
Yeah, that their intentions are good towards you.
Yes, and don't nobody need a yes man. You need someone who's going to be able to tell you your truth.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not.
And we've experienced that for each other.
Yes.
Where you've said, you know what, I got it. I don't like that this is what you're going through, or I don't like that this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to support you, friend, through it all.
Yes. And you've done that for me.
Yeah.
You've done
but
that.
But better not nobody say nothing about you. How about that?
That's what I love about her.
Because I'm going to go for what I know.
Okay, so I like this question too. How has humor and laughter helped our relationship? Ooh, y'all. Can y'all not see how much we laugh?
Because we do.
And it's genuine. And that's another thing I know for us that matters a lot. We truly enjoy each other's company. We can travel together.
Oh, yeah. Because we have.
We can go to breakfast. Like, we enjoy each other's company. I can't go too many days without checking in. I just can't. Now, we come into different times, and she know usually if I'm pulling away, it's like, what you doing?
What you doing?
That you know you ain't supposed to be doing.
That you gonna come tell me about in a couple days.
Because she my accountability.
Yeah.
So for me, that's how humor matters. How does it matter for you?
Same way.
Yeah.
Like, I think that when we get, I've said it a couple of times, that when we get together, we're a ball of fun.
Yeah. We laugh.
We laugh.
Unspoken stuff.
Right. And then we've been friends for so long.
Yeah.
We can always relate it back. Like when you told me that my Shaka looked like a cattail. Because what in the world? Well, could nobody else tell me that? Nobody else could have told me that, because I would have been like, oh, we're done. We're not friends anymore.
And she know I'm not doing I like that for you if you like it for you, because I don't like that for you. And I'm going to tell you, I don't like that for you.
And then so now I got to make a decision.
That's right. Do you like it for yourself? Because I'm not telling you that. So that's how humor has been relatable in our friendship. How can you communicate openly when you feel distance growing between you and a friend? That's a good question.
Yeah.
So how would you encourage people to communicate openly if they have a friend that they're starting to feel like distance is creeping in?
Well, I think communication is key. You should talk about it. And distance could try to creep in because maybe that friend is in a different season.
Yeah.
And so maybe distance is what's needed for that season. That doesn't mean that they love you any less or they respect you any less. Maybe they just need a moment to kind of sit in that for a minute.
Wow.
Whatever that is that they're going through.
That's really good.
Because we've had seasons like that.
We have.
Where you don't want to. I may not want to just talk to nobody in that moment, you know?
That's true.
Because if I talk about it, maybe I'm going to get mad.
Yeah.
Like I'm reliving it, so I'm getting madder, you know? So I may not want to just talk about it in that moment. I just want to sit in it by myself.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that I don't value our friendship.
Yeah. And I think too, it could be that maybe you're dealing with something or a person is dealing with something and they're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I can't handle everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
And what I'm dealing
in that
with.
moment.
In that moment.
Yes. I love that.
I've been through that.
Yes.
Where it's like, I'm trying to figure it out.
Right.
So the noise.
Yeah, I can't have your voice in my ear.
I love you and I know you love me.
Right.
But this one, I need to figure out a little bit on my own.
Or I need to hear from God. Let's just be real.
That part too.
Because I can't. Because I know you love me enough.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not. That love for me is we gonna do a Skittles way.
Yeah. True.
Versus, well, what does God say in this moment for you?
Yeah.
And so you might have to just, but we respect that about each other. So I would say if I'm telling someone who's friends, how do you deal with that? Like when distance creeps in, respect that for them.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
It doesn't mean that they love you any less, but we go through seasons. I'm reminded of a time, like even when after Johnny had transitioned and we were still we were talking and I was praying with you and whatever, and then like one day you called and you was like, oh yeah, this other lady, one of my friends from out of town, yeah, she sent me this prayer. It was so amazing, and you were talking like all these things, and I was happy, like, okay, somebody else is pouring into her some of the things that I would say, you know? And you're like, oh, and she had a dream, and now we pray together every morning.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay?
Yes,
we pray together every morning.
Yes.
It may not always be me.
Yeah.
You know?
And that could be a burden too, right?
So
thank God it's not always you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can't get in my feelings because somebody's giving you something that I have offered.
Yes.
You know?
True.
And I think I'm just thinking about different friendships that I've seen.
Yeah.
And how they operate and whether they're still friends or those friends are no longer friends anymore. What caused that to happen? Yeah. And so as I'm thinking, like what some of the things that cause, them to not be friends anymore. Respecting the fact that, they have other friends.
Yeah.
True. You have other friends.
Yes. And that's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Being comfortable that who I am and what I have to offer.
That part.
They respect that.
Yeah.
And they need that in their life.
Yeah.
Right. Do you understand what I'm saying
when
I say?
Exactly
like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that's important, just being secure in who you are. And who you are.
And I'll say this.
And not competing with anybody.
And that's what I was going to say. Too, a lot of times, thinking of, like you said, other people's situations that I've heard.
Yeah.
You can't have this competition. Don't put me in a race that I'm not in.
Yes.
And also, we go through different things in life. And I will say this to people who have friends. If you have a friend and your friend that you've been friends with, maybe they just got married.
Yeah.
So they're honeymooning.
Yeah. So you might got to back up.
You might have to back up. And don't call them and make them feel bad.
Yes. Because they ain't called you.
Yes.
Because they booed up.
Right. Like that part.
Yeah.
And we're talking about like, or maybe you just hit the lottery, or you just came into a lump sum, and you can travel,
Right.
and you can go, and they can't.
And they can't.
Don't make them feel bad
Don't make
for
them
it.
feel bad.
We have to remember to meet people where they are.
Oh, I love
And
that.
how can I call you my friend? And I can't even meet you where you are.
Right.
I can't accept you for
Or
your
share.
situation.
Or I can't share.
I can't share.
Yeah,
Girl,
because
you
you
ain't
gonna
got
get
it.
in
I
your
got
feelings.
it. Come on. You don't
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I can't share with you my wins.
Yeah.
Or my successes. Or like the things that I've done or want to do because.
That's just jealousy.
Yeah.
But
Well, or, maybe it's not jealousy. Maybe it's just I can't share with you because it's not that I'm jealous that you're doing it. I'm not. It's just that maybe I'm a little sad because I can't do it, but don't mean I'm jealous. I'm happy for you, but true. Maybe I
wish I could too.
I wish I could too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
But in our case, that has never been the case because
if I got it, you got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like if I'm going, you going, right? Yeah. If I got a ticket, you got a ticket.
Exactly. Yeah, and I understand that's not everybody's case.
Right.
You know what
but
I mean?
Seasons. Because there was a time, right?
Do you remember the time when I moved to North Carolina and I was like struggling mentally because all my friends and everything I had known, I had to leave behind.
Right.
Johnny had gotten a job and it was a transfer and we had to move. And I was like, girl, I was like a cat. Like I was like looking for friends. I worked from home.
Yeah.
I had these 2 kids.
Yeah.
I didn't know nobody. And I remember like we lived in a townhouse and there were neighbors on both sides. And sometimes I would purposely stand out there hoping to see the neighbors so I could say hi.
Yeah.
I wanted a friend.
The village,
I wanted a village.
Yes. You wanted a village.
But it didn't happen.
Right. I remember.
And then I met my realtor and his wife, Dr. Townsend.
Yes.
She became my friend.
Yes.
And I kind of like had to make her be my friend in the beginning.
Yeah.
And now you can't separate us. You
I
can't
know.
tell me
She's
that
ain't my sister.
Yes.
She's like my clink.
Yeah.
But it was like a season where I was so lonely. And I remember you was in a season of you had plenty.
Yeah.
So she flew to North Carolina.
Yes.
To come check on me.
I think it was my first time flying by myself.
Yes. And I think you bought me some Ritos.
I definitely brought some Ritos.
She even bought me some food.
I definitely brought
on Ritos. The plane. Because she's like, what do you want? What do you miss?
Yes.
And then we got in a car and we drove down to see my mother-in-law.
Yes.
But that was the best trip.
Right.
You came to check on me. And that's friendship.
And I slept on that air mattress
in
the office.
She did. She did.
But
we didn't have much.
But it was so fun.
We had a good time.
But those are the memories that we share. Right? So when I say there may be seasons where you may not have it, but I had it. So we got it.
We got it.
And then there has been times where maybe I didn't, ain't no maybe. There's been times where I didn't have it and you had it.
Yes.
And we did it.
We had it. We did it.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
So, and that's how, I think maybe ain't no maybe. That's how friendship should be.
That's how I would encourage you all, not just even with your friends, but if you have sisters, if you have brothers that you're not on the best terms or the best, cases, or you don't talk or you don't check in on them.
Right, because you don't know what they're going through.
Yes, and silence don't always mean, that there's an issue. It could just be they're dealing with something.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure it out, or they don't know how to talk about it.
Right. So in isolation, because in my mind, when you don't communicate, then they're left to think whatever.
That's one of my favorite things. Lack of communication leaves me to think whatever. And that's not a good thing.
And that's not a good thing.
That's not a good
thing. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I think I am that friend that we not about to let nothing fester.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
And you got a scripture for that. I know you do. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, so what's your takeaway?
My takeaway for those of you who are watching is don't allow competition to sneak in when it comes to you and your friends. you and your family.
Yeah.
You're not in competition with anybody, and neither are they. Be your authentic self, who you were created to be, and trust that what you have in you to give to somebody else, that's good enough.
It's enough.
It's enough.
I like that. I did all that.
Okay. No, what's your takeaway?
Okay, my takeaway today is Romans 12:10.
Come on with a scripture. Mary and Martha got you in the word. Come on here.
You cut up. Okay. My scripture is Romans 12:10. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another. That's my scripture.
That.
My scripture is just, not my scripture. My takeaway is, like you said, get out that race.
Yeah.
Get out that competition. There's so many of us going through so many things, in our minds,
Yes.
or emotionally, physically. Check on each other.
Check on her. Yeah.
And if you have your village, build it.
Build it.
Continue to feed it.
Yeah.
So it will grow. And I don't mean in people, but in the relationships, in the
Right.
communication.
Yeah.
Put in what you want out.
Yes.
And when people, like you said, when they pull away or there is distance, don't take it personal.
Right.
I think we all go through things, and there's times when we have to
Take a step back and sit in it for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
That's my new saying, sit in it for a minute.
That is her saying. Anyways, thank you guys for watching us
Yes.
and tuning in to episode 8. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you got something out of
Definitely.
it. Please join us next week for the evolution era
Evolution.
of friendship.
Yes.
And basically, what does that look like?
Yeah. And how does
as it
friendships
grows,
evolve?
Yeah, evolve, how they grow and change.
Yeah.
And so, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you
Don't
guys.
forget to like, share, and comment.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.